Christine Worley, Executive Director of the PCAT Literacy Program. It started 15 years ago when some of these children from Sulphur Springs community came to my church for Bible school one summer, for summer Bible school. And I found out they were in the 4th and 5th grade and could not read. So I found that to be unacceptable. So I went to the Hillsborough County Children's Board and asked them if they had any suggestions on how I can help start some type of a mini program just to help them with their reading. I came to one of the churches and asked if I could rent space, and they said yes. And then during different circumstances I had to leave there, and then I came to this church and asked if I could rent space here, and they said yes. And I knew that what you needed to do was reach the primary age kids between kindergarten and 2nd grade. Because if they cannot read properly by the time they're in the 3rd grade, then they never catch up, especially inner city children. And those are the ones that wind up leaving school before 16 and wind up in trouble and wind up in prison. Mm-hmm. These children that come from Sulphur Springs community is in Hillsborough, in Tampa, and it is a very high crime, low income area. It is the most of all of Hillsborough County. The children that come to PCAT are reading very, very low, way below their expected level. And so the teachers send me their children because they realize that without academic intervention, they will never be promoted to the next grade. The kindergartners and the 1st graders and the 2nd graders, although I'm working with kindergartners only, but I worked with 1st and 2nd grade for 10 years. They see things that most adults don't get to see. There's shootings, there's drive-by shootings, there's drug dealings, there's child abuse, there's sexual abuse, physically, sexually, verbally. It's a very transient community as these children come and go, only because most of the families are like one step away from being homeless. They get evicted. And so then they will leave and go live with family or go live with friends, and then they'll return if they can, or they don't return at all to school. So we go and we pick them up. They put away their book bags, they sit down and they have a drink and a snack, and they have about maybe a half hour, 20 minutes to relax and do that. And then at right on the hour at 3 o'clock, the volunteer tutors from the different universities and HCC come and work one-on-one with the kids.